Have you placed an offer on a home and are you about to hire a home inspector and wondering how to know if you're choosing the right one? And do you know what a home inspection does cover and how it may affect your insurance coverage or even your ability to close on a home? Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what you should look for when hiring a home inspector, what a thorough inspection actually includes, and how it connects to your homeowner's insurance. I've invited someone I personally trust, Omar Rohoman, the owner of Mass Integrity Home Inspections, a home inspector my family used recently when buying their home to break down the biggest mistakes buyers make, red flags that you should never ignore, and how to protect yourself before you sign on the dotted line. So let's get to it. Omar, before we talk about how to choose a home inspector, let's start here. Tell me a little bit about you, your company, and why a home inspection matters so much, especially from a new home buyer standpoint.
Carlos, first of all, thank you for having me. Yes, my name is Omar and I am the owner of Mass Integrity Home and Pest Inspection Company. I've been a home inspector for about 25 years. I recently started my own about 7 years ago. Our home inspection is done using a non-invasive way to evaluate the major component of the house: electrical, plumbing, foundation, HVAC, safety hazard, structural concerns. We go over this with our client, and if we do find things that needs to be repaired, we kind of explain to them what needs to be taken care of now and what can be done at a later date.
Omar, a lot of buyers don't understand that sometimes that home inspection might affect their insurance. The age of the roof condition, the electrical panels, knob and tube wiring, foundation issues. If these aren't addressed, it can affect your insurance policy and the cost of your insurance, and whether you can buy insurance on the standard market at all. So this isn't just about peace of mind. It directly impacts your financial protection. When someone hires a home inspector, what should they expect to be included?
Discuss structural, roof, attics, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, grading, which is very important, moisture infiltration, appliances, and etc.
So if someone hires an inspector and they're done in 45 minutes, that's probably a red flag?
Yes, it is, Carlos. Basic inspection typically lasts 2 to 3 hours depending on the size of the house. And if the clients have a lot of questions to ask, you have to spend the time answering those questions.
So this is one of those cases where the cheapest option could become the most expensive mistake. So let's talk about mistakes. What are the biggest mistakes you see buyers make when hiring a home inspector?
Choosing based solely on price, not reading the report, skipping the inspection entirely, not attending the inspection. Most of all, not asking questions before the inspection, during the inspection, and after the inspection.
So skipping an inspection can create serious risk exposure. I've seen situations where buyers discover major issues after the closing that the insurance company won't cover because they're pre-existing conditions. When reviewing a report, what findings should immediately raise concerns?
Great question, Carlos. Structural movement, active water infiltration, roof nearing the end of its life, aluminum wiring, black organic substance, improper electrical modification.
So from an insurance standpoint, roof condition is one of the biggest underwriting factors right now. Some carriers won't write policies with homes with older roofs or roofs of a certain age, even if they aren't leaking yet. That's why having documentation matters. So let's clarify something important. What does a home inspection not cover that buyers sometimes assume it does?
Our inspection does not cover hidden defects inside walls, future failures, cosmetic issues, code compliance in older homes, insurance coverage analysis.
So this is critical. A home inspection is not an insurance policy. It's a visual assessment of the current conditions of that home. And that's why your inspection and your insurance strategy need to work together. So if someone is watching this and hasn't chosen an inspector yet, what should they look for?
Licensing and certification is very important. Insurance, error of omission, and liability. Sample report, reviews online, those comes in very well. Most of all, to experience, how long have you been doing inspection, the willingness to answer all questions at any time.
And just being transparent, my own family used Omar when purchasing their home. And that's not something I take lightly. When I refer someone, it's because I trust them personally. So let's talk about cost. What should buyers expect to pay for home inspection?
Discussion size, add-ons like radon or Pest. Pests include termites, powder post beetle, roach, and carpenter ants. In an average home, inspection depends on the square footage, and once again, the add-on should be between the cost of $650 to $750.
So spending a few $100s to potentially uncover tens of thousands, $20,000 an issue is one of the greatest ROI of your home inspection process. So what questions should every buyer ask before hiring a home inspector?
How long have you been doing inspection? What does your report include? Pictures, non-pictures? How long does the inspection take? Are you insured? Can I attend?
And I'll add one from the insurance standpoint. Ask about the age of the roof. That can save you a lot of friction later. And here's something most people don't realize. Sometimes insurance companies require work to be done after they've done their inspection. So having an inspection done by a professional like Omar gives you a heads up on things that you're going to need to address when the insurance company comes out to look at your home.
Absolutely, Vargas.
That's why we often review inspection findings together with clients before closing, so there is no surprises. So if you're buying a home, here's what you should take away from this. Don't skip out on the inspection. Don't choose based on price alone. Attend the inspection, read the full report, understand how findings affect your insurance. A home is likely the biggest purchase that you'll ever make. Surround yourself with professionals who protect you, not just during the transaction, but long after you move in. If you have any questions about a home inspection, how it can impact your insurance coverage, our team is always available to answer your questions. And if you're looking for a thorough, transparent home inspector, I can confidently recommend Omar Rohoman and Mass Home Integrity Inspections, as my family has used and trusted him. Omar and his company's details are in the description of this video. I thank you for watching, and make smart decisions before you sign. Thank you, Omar.
Thank you, Carlos.